get upset. I thought it was funny because I wasn't actually listening, and you said, I hope she's not listening.
Okay, yeah, well, of course, you and the thousands of others that are listening. So, Emma, tell us what's going on in SAWFL at this point.
Oh, everything. It's all happening. So we've got a game of footy today. And that's my game. So down at St Hills, we're playing at home at Elizabeth.
At 6 p.m. as well, so people will have time to get out there?
Yeah, we're playing after the C grade. So hopefully all the Elizabeth C grade will stick around, so that'll be good. And then we've got a, last week we had the games happening in not the best of weather, but it was bearable. Played up at Greenacres with my team, so the weather was terrible there, but we also had another game that didn't end up happening, so the Port game was sort of put on hold because the coaching staff couldn't make it, believe it or not, thanks to the SAWFL being sent to all around the country. So there'll be another game played the week after in the bye round, so there's actually a fair bit of, everything's happening in the SAWFL.
Dave was actually saying to me it'd be very interesting to watch the women's football in wet weather. You thought that it would give an interesting dimension to it?
It's like the American lingerie football. I watch that too. That's
except we actually wear footy guernseys and shorts. So.
But I think that's good. Actually, tell me, is there certain good news about country in terms of the women's footy at the moment?
Yes, you've been listening well. Good work, Green.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a fair bit of work in Port Lincoln at the moment. So travelling over there and trying to promote female footy, and I went out there and did a training session with the women on a night where that terrible weather from Perth was supposed to be hitting that night.
The storms,
so I was going against the weather. Sort of late notice because I only really promoted it at the Morlock Shield, and then it was also netball night because it was on a Wednesday night. There was 6 people that turned up, and I was pretty happy with that because I was expecting 1. And then last Tuesday night, just gone, they had a training session and 27 people turned up.
Oh, so
the word is spread.
So it's good. They're actually looking at spreading and getting a country group together to play each other, like the Southern League.
Looking at setting up female footy all across South Australia. That's my plan. So, they're coming and playing a curtain raiser on the 5th of August before the Adelaide Essendon game.
Yep. Did I hear that there was something in the budget? I read in comments there about disappointed about not being able to play on the MCG.
Oh yeah, that article was written by people that, I don't know, it got misconstrued, so.
Right, okay, so it was just a misquote stuff in there.
Yeah, a lot of misquotes.
Yeah, oh well, so that happens.
I'm often
that happens for misquoting.
Hey, also this Sunday as well, let's go over this Sunday's game. It's Morpheville Park versus Port Adelaide at, is that?
At Morpheville?
Yep,
at Morpheville Park Women's Footy Club.
At 2 p.m.
They're pretty strong.
Yeah, I reckon Morpheville Park are sitting 6-1, they'd be too strong there, wouldn't they?
You'd think so, especially playing at home, obviously, with the funny shaped ground. You'd think that they know how to play it well. So.
Right, that's home of Morphy's. That's where Cranston's playing with the red and yellow. We played a trial there. It's got that one very strange pocket. Yeah.
What do you mean it's strange?
It's not round. It's not oval.
It's diamond.
Is it?
It's like a diamond.
Barry Crocker.
Yeah. Speaking of diamonds.
Have you got any on your left hand?
No.
Justin, lift your game.
I have. West Adelaide and Greenacres at the West Adelaide Football Club at 2 p.m. on Sunday.
That will be a huge game.
1 versus 2, both teams.
Yeah. That's West Adelaide's home ground.
That is actually the dumbest thing you've ever said in your life.
No, it's not. I just thought that amateur league and that would Theberton Oval would be good.
No,
for
West Adelaide is actually based at West Adelaide, so that's the home ground they use.
And a game of great interest to me. A team that obviously struggled last year was Paraka. Was it Paraka? No, Modbury struggled last year. But this year the 2 new teams, it's Paraka and Ingle Farm. Paraka have beaten Ingle Farm once this year, so they meet again for the second time. Can Ingle Farm get their first win, Emma?
I honestly think that they can. In the first round, they were short on players, but I have played both teams, since speaking to you last. Paraka, I find, have got a lot of skill. In their first year of footy, a lot of them fairly timid, but once they get the ball and they get that confidence up, we found that they had a good passage of play down the wing and it got past us and ended up scoring a point. So, that was really good by them. And then Ingle Farm sort of reminds me a lot of Centrals when we first started. They've got good attack on the ball, they're just really hard at it, and they get the ball, and once they get it, they sort of, I don't know, it comes down to that they don't really know what to do with it yet. So once they get the confidence and
it'll take a couple of years for them to get everything together.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
As long as they all stick together, that's the main thing, isn't it?
And there's a lot of SAWFL players at the moment that are talking about going to Ingle Farm next year. So.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Spread the love,
yeah.
You want a good challenge game each week.
Is there a chance of another local side getting up?
There has been talks. I'm not entirely sure of who because they've been dealing with Cheryl direct. So currently there is
So
another.
you've got north, south, east, western side. You've got Port.
Yeah.
Is there a chance of another western down? Maybe Henley Footy Club, for instance.
Oh.
Ooh, maybe. I don't know.
Hey, let's talk
They got
about
lights to play down there, they tell me.
a couple of other things I want to ask you about, Emma. I'm sure they have, David. The pink footy, did we auction that off yet?
Yeah,
We're actually donating it as well. Donating another one to Greenie and his granddaughter.
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually bought it at the auction. I won the auction. Yep.
How much?
And can't say. That's if I tell you, I'll have to kill you. Yeah.
And you must be pretty excited about your. I mean, obviously you've been the star of our radio show for the last couple of years, but you're going to be hosting your own radio show this Monday night.
Yeah.
Well, Riddler's hosting.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you're a co-host.
Yeah, co-hosting.
With Fat Boy out
Trying
in
to
the green
co-host.
room.
Yes, and yeah, I mean, it's exciting for you because spend a bit more time on radio with me. I'll be there Monday night to help you out.
Oh, lovely.
Hey, you can't
Yeah.
keep away from the place.
Nah.
Unless your boss tells you you can't.
Nah, who said I could work? Yeah, so that'd be something awkward. Now, what else? Is there anything else happening in women's football?
Basically, I'm working a lot in the regional areas at the moment, so a lot of my time is being spent travelling a fair bit. So if anyone knows anyone in the Port Pirie, Port Augusta area, that's my next sort of target. But also the hills. So we've had we actually had a family friend that used to live around the corner. They moved up to the hills ages ago, and I had the president of the hills contact me saying, "Oh, we've got this girl that wants to play footy. Can you start something for us?" And it turns out that it's her. So Adelaide is really small. So hills and Port Pirie, Port Augusta.
Is there really a lot of girls out there that want to play Aussie rules footy? Is
Yes.
there really?
Yeah, there is.
Do you find they don't want to do it off their back individually? They want to do it more in groups. They want a mate to come with them.
Yeah, pretty much. Once again, it comes down to confidence. I'm trying to get the message across that it doesn't matter if you've never played footy before. If you're a good netballer or a good soccer player, a good basketballer, you're generally pretty good at footy because those skills come across.
And hand-to-eye contact and
that's
things
it.
like that.
I'd never played footy before until 3 years ago.
So one
I've noticed
as
that.
developed, she's better football than you ever were, mate. As your development, so it's 12 months, you're all year round.
Yeah.
What I'd suggest, I'll probably do this off air, but is coming out to the rec footy, the AFL Nines leagues, to all of them and having a look, because you will pick up groups of girls because there's 3 girls to a mixed team, and they'll all come in together. So I know a couple of the girls were so excited about debuting. I'm not sure how they're going, but I reckon that should be a good feeding ground for you.
Yeah, when cause I used to play in the City League.
And you won the premiership, I know.
Yeah, so we won the premiership.
Yeah.
But also those girls, whenever I'd sort of play against, the opposition, I'd sort of, they'd say, "Oh, do you play football?"
Yeah.
And I'd say, "Yeah, I do actually." And they'd be surprised at the fact that you can actually play footy. So we're still just trying to get the word out that you can actually play women's footy.
So with all this travel, you don't get to see old Jussie Poos that often.
Oh, it's terrible.
He looks a bit peaked, so I couldn't explain it.
You know what they say
Off
though,
his
Dave?
game.
Was it absence makes the heart grow fonder?
Fonder, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, thank you for being on the show. Emma, is there anyone apart from Justin you'd like to say hello to, or bag?
All the Salisbury boys, you still getting money from them or getting drinks?
I don't think they were very happy about that. So sorry to anyone that got their face in the footy budget because of that page. But
She's really not sorry, guys. She means it, and you all owe her.
I'll see them all at the couples night tonight at the footy club. So they should.
What's a couple's night?
You've got to find a partner, and you've got to come dressed as sort of in a pair. So I'm going as Alice in Wonderland, and Justin's going to be the Mad Hatter. So
actually, he would look like a Mad Hatter. He'd do that pretty well, I reckon.
Not too much of a stretch, there, Greenie. Right, we're going to go to a musical break, Greenie. Thank you very much, KLAG. Wish you all the best Monday night with your what's it called? Radio show.
Okay. Yeah. It's WOW FM. It's amateur footy wrap up on Monday night, 6 to 7 drive time. Be a great listen.
Yeah, and of course, where would you hear that, David?
Hey, on WOW FM 100.5.
I reckon you just talked over. You just talked over the cue. David, don't talk, please.
5 WOW FM.
Beautiful work. Thank you for being on the show, Emma. Wish you all the best in all your things with the SAWFL. You are an asset to WOW FM.
And the Magpies today.
And go the Maggies. Go the mighty Maggies. No, you're a dog, aren't you?
Yes.
What are you talking about, Dave?